Hi, Stuart Sutton at Real Estate by Stuart. Hope your real estate and your day are going great. Don't you love it when someone comes up to you and says, hey, I've got good news and bad news. Which one do you want first? Well, I do have good news and bad news. I'm going to share both with you on this short video comparing the first 9 months of 2024 to the first 9 months of 2023. That'll give us a very good picture of where we're at in this current real estate market. Stay tuned. The first thing people typically like to hear is, how many sales are there? What's the average price? Well, I'm going to start with the number of sales and end with average price. How's that? Sales fell about 5.2%. Not dramatic. It's not a huge pool of data like, the state or the nation or anything like that. About 5% is really not a bad change. It's really kind of within the negligible range. So a small change in the number of sales from 24 first 9 months compared to 23 first 9 months. Days on the market, virtually no change. 84 days. And that's something that you're not used to, I know, because it's been far less than that for many years. But with the inventory increase and the buyer demand that has not really bounced back, 84 days is what we're seeing and have been seeing in that range for a while now. So 84 days, time on the market is less than 3 months. And that's really fairly typical. We've been in an above average market for quite a few years. Buyers are paying about 97.3% of asking price. That is pretty normal. It's a very small change, about, less than 1/3% of a change. So we've really seen three major stats that haven't changed much in the first 9 months of 24 compared to 23. Now here's one I like to throw out that I use myself when I'm looking at different areas for buyers, for sellers, etc. And this is the hotness ratio. It stands right now at about 39%. And again, not really out of the ordinary. Now the hotness ratio could be extremely high in hot markets, but it could be extremely low in some markets. What is the hotness ratio? Well, the hotness ratio is how many active listings there are compared to homes under contract. That's what we're seeing here. It's really fairly typical. The success ratio really measures how many homes were placed in the market and how many went successfully to closing. That improved about 1.5% over the first 9 months of 23 compared to 24. So again, not much change. A lot of people ask about the inventory. What's the supply of homes? There's about a 5-month supply of homes on the market right now. And you've probably heard this before. I've actually heard this change, but I've heard it for most of my real estate career that about 6 months is the normal market. So we're still doing pretty well. We're just below a normal market. In other words, on the positive side of a normal market. A 7-month supply would be on the negative side of a normal market of 6 months. I hope that makes sense. Now the one everybody really wants to know about, what's the average price of homes? What's my home value doing? Well, it's about negative 2.29% compared to the first 9 months of 23. So if it falls a couple percent and then from 22 to 23 it fell, we have seen a slide in values. Now I want to be very clear here. With that dramatic run up in values in that 18 to 20 month period from the end of 20 to mid 22, we saw such an increase in values that this slide from last year and this year in average price did not remove all of your equity. Now, would the peak time have been for you to sell in 21? Yeah, honestly it would have. But bottom line is you still have a lot of equity that you've gained that you wouldn't have had. I hope that makes sense. Now I did put another video up here. This one has to do with pricing. Pricing is really important, especially in a market like this. So I hope you'll take a look at it. Hit that like button if you like this video. Subscribe if you want to see more. And remember, it's your choice, so make it a powerful day.